This screen chomp will attempt to detangle the particles that we use with the train unit. In particular, at its most basic, if you're talking about getting on or off of a form of transportation, and you imagine that form of transportation as some sort of a box that you enter or go into. So if you're boarding a train, you're getting on the train, you ni the train. So that would be like saying densha ni noru, for example. The verb noru is to board. So getting onto a shinkansen ni noru. Basu ni noru. Conversely, if you are getting out of the train, out of the bus, you oriru. Shinkansen o oriru, getting off the bus, getting off the Shinkansen. Basu o oriru, getting off the bus. This is quite easy to remember because of the connection between the o of oriru and the o particle, as opposed to the ni of noru. The n of noru and the ni, the n and the ni. So you can combine those sounds to make sense of that. Now, where it starts to get complex is when you're adding some other parts to the sentence besides just getting on and off of a bus or a train. So where it is that you're doing this is marked by the de, the particle de. So where you're getting on or off the bus, the train, things like that, is marked by the de. This is used for the purpose of marking where an action occurs. This goes back to earlier lessons that we've done with J2 in particular. The one that comes to mind is when you say Kyoshitsu de hiru gohan o tabemasu. That shows where you eat lunch. In this case, Nihon no seito wa kyoshitsu de hiru gohan o tabemasu. Japanese students eat their lunches at the classroom, in the classroom. That's where the action occurs. So if you're getting on the train at Tokyo Station, that's where you're doing the action of getting on the train. So that sentence would become Tokyo, right? Tokyo eki, which is going to be your where. Tokyo eki de. And then what you're going to get on. So let's say it's a densha. Then here's our ni, because we're going to be entering into boarding noru. So Tokyo eki de densha ni noru. This works exactly the same way if you were to change not boarding but getting off. Right? So in this case, if you're getting off the train at Osaka, that's where you're going to put Osaka eki, right? Osaka eki now is your where, you're doing the action. And this time, because you're getting off, you oriru, you're going to use that particle o preceding oriru. So these are two very concrete examples that are quite easy to follow. Now, where we also get a little bit confused with this whole concept is ni and o are also used when you're talking about arrival and departure. But if you think about it psychologically, it kind of has a similar impact. So if you are arriving at a station, that's your destination, where you're heading towards. So if you're heading towards and then arriving at, going into that station, you ni tsukimasu, or ni tochaku shimasu. Tsukimasu and tochaku shimasu are the same verb. They both mean to arrive. So Tokyo eki ni tsukimasu. And again, with o, think of it the other way. If this is where you're actually departing from, you're leaving the station, that's when we're going to use our o, similar to when we left the train, o oriru. This time we're going to o deru, or o shuppatsu suru. So those two work in a very similar way. So again, used in sentences, if we're talking about shuppatsu and tochaku, the place that you're arriving, let's say it's Tokyo eki. You're arriving, so you ni like you're going into it, and then either tsukimasu or tsuku, plain form, or tochaku suru. Tochaku shimasu. Tokyo eki ni tsukimasu. Tokyo eki ni tochaku shimasu. Arrival at this place. Now, where we sometimes get confusion here is, what about this particle de? The particle de is used here to show by what means. So we have multiple usages of particles, and again, one of them is to show by what means. So, how did you get to Tokyo Eki? This usage of de is by means of. So if you arrived at Tokyo Station by means of Shinkansen, that would be Shinkansen de. If you arrived to the station by a bus, bus de. The rest of the sentence stays the same. So you'd say, for example, Shinkansen de, by means of Shinkansen, Tokyo Eki ni, arrival at, to that place, Tokyo Eki. This would be the place you are arriving. And then you need your verb, tochaku shimasu or tsukimasu. So the same thing works if you're going to use departure in the same way as you use arrival. So instead of arrival ni tochaku shimasu, this time we're just going to do departure o, and then usually shuppatsu shimasu, right? Possibly demasu, right? So this time, let's change our particle to o, because this is where we're departing from, and it could still be Tokyo Eki. This might still be the station that you're leaving from. And then this time you might use shuppatsu. This is your departure word, right? Shuppatsu shimasu. Shuppatsu suru. So if you left Tokyo Station by means of Shinkansen, Shinkansen de Tokyo Eki o shuppatsu shimasu.